So hello and welcome. Team India has started their practice after 2 days of rest. They won against Pakistan. They took a 2 days rest, and after that they are here. Everyone is here except one man, Shubman Gill, and we'll definitely talk about that also. But what they did in the early part of their practice session, we're going to discuss about that. We kept a close eyes on Mohammad Shami. He didn't participate in that warm-up game, that helmet game, which I, described earlier also in the first day of the video, that there was a game they initially started. Earlier, some point of time in 2021 also, they play a game like this. But at this point of time, Mohammad Shami wasn't part of that warm-up game. Everyone from the team was part of that game except Mohammad Shami. He was having a 15 to 20 minute conversation with the chairman selector. Mr. Ajit Agarkar is also here. So there was an interesting conversation going on between them. Lot of hand movements, lot of stretchings in between by Mohammad Shami till that conversation was on. After that also there was conversations between Rohit Sharma and Gautam Gambhir. But starting with Shamikda, what you saw in the early 30 minutes or 25 minutes of this video?
Yeah, see, before the Indian team started netting, there was an initiative by the ICC, Cricket for Good, wherein local school kids came, and Arshdeep Singh, Varun Chakravarti, and Washington Sundar played with them. So basically, ICC does this for every event. Chaya Mughal, she organizes that in this part of the world. So after that fun thing, the serious action began. And as Rohit already mentioned, Shubman Gill was not there. We don't know what is the reason, but all the other players are there. And there was Morne Morkel, who left. Who had to leave the team because of a
Family emergency.
An emergency back home.
Yes.
He is here. He is back. He has joined this team, and he was having. He was mixing with the players. He was having a laugh. He was sharing. Sharing a laugh, stuff like that. And that helmet game. After that, this new helmet game began. I think it's about. It's about enhancing the reflexes.
Yes. Because it's a one-hand catch.
And they do with a tennis ball, not the leather ball.
Yes.
They do with
that they can't hit.
yeah, because you have to keep concussion at arm's length.
Yes.
So from that point of view, but once again, it will be an intense session. Right now, they have just started sort of first half an hour of their proper net session, and going ahead, I think players will bat, bowl, and everything will get a more clearer picture. Sorry.
Yeah. Bharat, you took a close eye on Mohammad Shami. I specifically want to know what he did in this first 40 minutes. He was there, what he was doing, everything about Mohammad Shami.
I guess the main point to look at was Mohammad Shami is a little bit ginger, especially when his back foot was landing. It seemed like he was a little bit ginger. So I think that's the main
It was
point.
looking like that he wasn't putting much pressure on the landing also.
Back foot landing. After maybe 6 or 8 deliveries, he was a little better. He was bowling to Virat Kohli. But even in terms of that helmet game, he didn't participate in that.
That could be precautionary. That could be precautionary.
Yes. It's definitely not at 100% fitness. That is one thing we can say, because obviously he was also wearing that knee brace. So he's definitely not at 100% fitness. And it would be interesting to see whether the Indian management would take a risk and play him in that New Zealand game.
Okay. We can also tell you this, that the batting practices started. On one side of the first nets, KL Rahul was batting with Washington Sundar on the other end. He was playing the spinners, the Ravindra Jadejas, the Kuldeep Yadavs, and of course the Akshars and Varun Chakravarti. On the other net, the middle net, as Bharat already told you, Virat Kohli was there. Mohammad Shami bowling to him, Harshit Rana bowling to him, Arshdeep also joined. And at the very last net, it was Shreyas Iyer who was just facing the throwdowns at this point of time. And Rohit Sharma, we haven't seen him batting as of now, but yes, he was part of each and everything. The helmet game he was part of, because there were some hamstring questions at the very start of this when me and Weber was doing live.
Yes.
Weber,
But Rohit, I have a question for you. You have seen Indian team nets many times. Who, according to you, is the best footballer in this team? Because earlier,
of course, it's Virat Kohli.
Yeah, earlier it used to be Dhoni.
Dhoni,
He
yes.
was very, very good in football.
Specifically, the control, you know, I'm not talking about the dribbling, the pace.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
talking about the
very
shots
good.
also. But Virat Kohli, the control, his one-touch control, like
Yeah, I
the
saw
way
that.
he just,
I saw that the way he took down
Yes.
that. I mean, it was
It
fantastic.
was
The
like
first,
it was like he was just kissing the football. His toes were kissing the football, and with
it was
just
like
gentle
first.
touches.
I just thought, gosh, this guy could have played football for India also, or at least for Bangalore FC.
Alongside Sunil
He
Chhetri.
can't take two heartbreaks at similar time, I think. But Weber, you was there when Rishabh Pant was having his conversations with the
Yes,
fans.
yes,
He wasn't
yes.
looking. Means I don't know. At the practice session, yes, he was chirpy. He was smiling. Energy was all in. But at the time when he came out of the bus, he
Yes,
had some
yes.
conversations with the
Yes,
fans also.
yes.
Tell me about that
See,
conversation.
the moment he came down,
Yes.
he went to pick
Fans.
his. He
Oh,
went to
sorry,
pick his kit.
Kit, yes.
And while he was going on, there was one fan screaming, Rishabh, 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 Rishabh. And then he was leaving. But then when he spotted that fan, he came towards the fan. Luckily, that fan was standing next to me.
Yes.
So then we asked, Rishabh, how are you doing? So Rishabh said, pehle se better hai.
Acha.
In this is what he said.
He's not. Yeah,
He's not
100%.
100%.
I
Even
don't
if you
know.
look at
Yeah.
his face, if you look at his
Yes,
face,
yes, yes,
you can see that when you recover from an fever,
Yes.
that you can see that in
वो
his
एक
face,
जाता
that
हुआ
no
असर छोड़
freshness.
जाता है.
हाँ,
Yes,
वो
yes,
freshness
yes.
is not there
Yes,
in his face.
But I can totally I can totally vouch for this, that when he was inside, he was looking way more better.
Yes.
He was enjoying. He was shouting. He did a head also with the tennis ball. He did the header also. And yes, he was doing a lot of chats. So the Rishabh Pant came out of the bus, as Weber rightly said, a little different. Looked little off as far
Off.
as facial expressions
Yes,
are concerned.
yes.
But the Rishabh Pant we just saw inside was way more better than what Weber just described. So we'll give you all the updates. It's still half an hour, only half an hour. The practice has started half an hour ago only. So we'll give you all the details about batting, bowling. Is Mohammad Shami going to bowl full tilt? How long he will going to force about batting, bowling? Is Mohammad Shami going to bowl full tilt? How long he will going to bowl full tilt? And as I said, Mr. Agarkar is also here. I haven't seen him, from the day one to till now here with the team. This is the first time I think he was here with the team. So let's hope for the best, and we'll give you all the updates. Yes.
Just watch the space, Revsportz website. In about an hour and a half, you will get a news copy on that.
Yes.
Yes. A news copy on what Team India did. Revsportz.com. Thank you so much.